This is not a custom visual. It is not even created using SVG codes. In this video, I am going to show you how can you develop such amazing visuals without using any custom visual or SVG code. This will even work with small multiples. Let's do it from the scratch. Alright. Here I have these projects with their approved budget and the utilized budget column. I have also calculated the utilization percentage by dividing the utilized budget by approved budget. We know that there is no such native visual which can directly show the required functionality. So without further ado, let's start with the first workaround. First of all, I will create this new custom table. Table name I can mention as my table. Here I will generate a series of numbers starting from 1 to 100. For that, I can use this generate series DAX function. Here is my table with the series column. In this table, I need to add one more column. For that, I will click on the new column option. This column name will be axis. I am adding this column because I wanted to use an axis with percentage format. So I have divided it by 100. And I can change the type to percentage, which I can use in the axis. Alright. Next I will create a measure. This measure is nothing but the equation of a parabola. As that you can see, the equation is y equal to square of x minus 5. And since our center value is 50, we will mention the square of current value of x minus 50. Let's now draw this parabola in our line chart, where I can use x-axis as the axis column of my table, and the y value is my function measure. Now if you are thinking that this parabola is opposite to our requirements, then you are right, and for that, I can wrap my function with a negative sign, so that I can use it for my visualization. Before I show you how to enable the pointer, let me create my 3 slabs which I will use as 3 different states in the progress. This is my first slab, and this will acquire the area from 0% to 50%. You can change it based on your requirements, or you can create more slabs. So I am validating, if values on the x-axis is greater than 0 and less than 50, then only calculate y measure else return blank. I can use any of the column from my table, either axis column or this value column. Using this measure, I will create 2 another slabs for 50 to 80% and for 80 to 100%. This is my second slab, where I can just change the name, and here it will be greater or equal to 50 and less or equal to 80. Same way I can create the measure for the third slab as well, which is greater or equal to 80 and less or equal to 100. I will create my master DAX measure to show the pointer line. But before that, let me add these 3 slabs in my line chart. I will also format these lines based on required green, amber, and red colors. From formatting section, first of all, disable the tooltip option. For now, I will also disable the title, legend, and the secondary axis. Expand the options for lines, and then select the relevant colors for each slabs. I no longer need the line for the parabola function, because I already have all the 3 slabs. Next, I will create the DAX measure for my pointer value. This is a little tricky. First, I will mention that if my axis value is equal to 50% or 0.5, then the pointer value should be minus 2000, because the y value at that area is approximately near to minus 2000. Then the second validation will be if the selected value or max value is equal to the budget utilization percentage. Then calculate the parabola function value, else return blank. Now this is the measure which I will use to show the pointer. Let's add this measure as another line and see how it looks. As that you can see, this is working as expected, and it is changing the values based on my slicer selection for different project names. Now I am going to do the most important formatting. Without this you will face several issues to show the data levels and the correct width. Now I am going to do the most important formatting. Please be careful at this point, because there is few very important tricks we need to apply. Without that, we can't show the correct data label. First of all, we need to keep the stroke width for each slabs as 0. And we can keep the pointer stroke based on our requirements. Enable the marker for all. Increase the marker size to 20. Since all series is selected, I need to manually select the pointer series, and then disable the marker for it, because it will show at both the sides. To show the data label, disable the data label for all other lines except the pointer line. So one by one I need to disable them. But for the pointer, I need to use custom data label. For that, I will scroll down to the values section and then select the budget utilization measure. Set display unit as none, and the decimal points with 2 decimals. At this moment, my data label is showing for top and bottom both the places, and I want to show only at the bottom. So I will create this new measure to format it. Measure name I can keep as format, and the expression is pretty simple. It will validate. If selected value is equal to 50%, then it will return gray color, else it will return a transparent color. I can use this measure to format the data label, so that the data label will be visible only at the bottom. If you want to show the base for the pointer, then go to the error bar section and enable the error bar for this pointer. Type should be by percentage, and then make it 0% for upper bound and lower bound. Then enable the bar, and select the marker type. Adjust the size accordingly. And we are now ready with our solution. This way, you can create many other visuals using Power BI native visuals, and with some DAX tricks. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our channel for many more such interesting videos in Power BI. Post your feedbacks and suggestions in comment box.